always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong.
What's going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to Project Zangetsu. I am your host, Zweletu Mashamu. And today, if you've already seen the title of the thumbnail, we're going to be changing the front left side shaft. So it turns out that yesterday I had a bit of a mishap on the highway as I was entering the off-ramp, well, getting onto the off-ramp to get onto the road that takes me home. And as I turned that corner, suddenly no more power when I put down the accelerator, so I stopped, jacked the car up and checked it out, and lo and behold, the CV boot for the outer CV joint on the front left, or aka passenger side, had actually come off and it was leaking grease, and the drive shaft itself had come out of the CV. So that needs to basically be replaced. So before we get into all of that, I know it's been a while. I do apologize, guys. I know I keep making these promises about being a little bit more consistent and bringing you guys great content. The content and the planning of it, that much is still there, that's still happening, but I have been very preoccupied. I did explain, I think in my previous videos, that there's been a lot going on at home. There was a new career change as well that happened. I finally started working as a screenplay writer, something I've been wanting to do since 2009. And it's finally coming to fruition, so that kept me very busy. The workload and the deadlines and all of that stuff, as well as the fact that I'm living in my sister's home and we were taking care of my dad because he was at a very advanced age, dealing with diabetic complications and all of the things that come with that. So he needed a lot of assistance to maintain his quality of living. And it saddens me very deeply to have to report the fact that we actually lost him last week. He passed away on Wednesday, which was about 3 days before his birthday. Our intention was to actually bring him home on that day so that we could celebrate his birthday with him. The hospital had already done everything that they can as far as the infections on his wounds and everything else. He was looking much better medically. But on Wednesday morning, we got that surprise call that let us know that he's now reached the end of his race. And what a glorious race it was. He left an awesome legacy. He left 4 very capable, intelligent, and talented children, just like he was. He taught us a lot of very important values, like the value of discipline and fairness were the most important ones that I try to live by every day. I fail constantly, of course, but I try my best to hold up that example. So in honor of who my father was, I am getting back on the horse with my channel, with my writing work and everything else in between. Discipline was his middle name. It wasn't on his ID, but it was in my heart and in my mind. And that's who he was to me. So anyway, back to the video. So as you can see here, this happened about 2 weeks ago. We had a little bit too much fun on the road, got a little bit irresponsible. So I've got a bit of a dent here on my bonnet, and the bumper was pretty messed up. I'm probably gonna put some pictures on right now as I'm speaking for you to see how bad the damage really was. I hammered it out as much as I could. The dent used to be a lot deeper than that. The bumper was completely mangled. The bash bar behind the bumper was actually sort of fused with the bumper itself, and I had to kind of peel it off and straighten it out. I did a decent job, I think, but I do have some plans for that as well. I got very lucky. The engine itself didn't get damaged, and it's running fine and everything. I just needed to do some alignment a little bit because one of my tires came off, so I went ahead and got 4 new tires. As you can see there, you can probably still see the red dot a little bit. That indicates that the tire has just been purchased. So we're having some issues. We haven't caught up in a spell, and that's what's been happening. But never fear, I have a plan for that as well. As you can see right behind me here, courtesy of the boys at Wayne Hay Performance, I was able to snag an STI bonnet without the hood scoop, but that's okay because I've got my own hood scoop that wasn't damaged in the accident, thank God. And we'll be putting that on when we put on the new bumper. So I've got a few ideas of what I'm actually going to do with it, but I'll let you guys know all about that in a future video. So for now, let's get down to the CV joint removal. Okay, now this should give you a better view or look at what the damage kind of looks like. I mean, it's kind of weird to actually call it damage now that I've actually kind of fixed it to the extent that it is now, but for a while I was running the car with no front bumper and a heavily dented bonnet. It's still kind of dented, but the dent is no longer as deep as it was right after the accident. So yeah, I straightened out the bumper as much as I could. I fitted it back on, but the thing that excites me is that this kind of puts me in a position where I now have an opportunity to do something cool with that bumper. I'm thinking of customizing it in a certain way, maybe doing some fiberglass work on it just to accentuate some of the features that it already has, maybe even add some new features altogether. I'm not sure yet exactly what I'm gonna do when it comes to the bumper, but I have a pretty good idea of what I'm gonna do when it comes to the bonnet. But as I said earlier, I am keeping that to myself for now. Comment down below if you've got any guesses as to what it would be. And if you have any suggestions as to what to do with the front bumper, let me know in the comment section down below there as well.
Monkey.
Okay, so plot twist, it's many hours in the day later, and I discovered that there are several tools that I actually don't have in order to complete this project. So I gave in, guys. I called my people over at Classic Towing to come through and give me a hand, and because of their awesome responsive service, they are now here like the superheroes we know they are. Say hi to Sebastian, everybody. So these guys are gonna help me out. We're on our way to Wayne Hay Performance. I'll see you guys a bit later. So guys, as you can see, we're on our way to Wayne Hay Performance.
We've done the whole experiment covering it.
Please excuse the sounds that you're hearing. The gentleman who's helping me with the towing is currently on the phone with his clients. But yeah, we're almost there now, so I should be having the car back. Alright guys, so we just made it safe and sound to Wayne Hay Performance right behind me, as you can see. The man himself is waiting to receive the car. Zangetsu is currently being offloaded. So yeah, we should be having a running Scooby in a few minutes. What's up guys, this is 2 days later from when you last saw me. The time in between me dropping the car off at Wayne Hay, we had a public holiday, which is Youth Day here in South Africa for my international viewers, and this is the very next day. Wayne Hay, as usual, with his very expedient and professional know-how in this industry, managed to sort the issue out in less than an hour. He let me know earlier on today to come and pick up the car, so we're on our way there now. So I'll see you guys when we get to Wayne Hay. What is going on guys? So we're finally here at Wayne Hay Performance. As you can see, there's Zangetsu looking all ugly with the bonnet, ready to go home. So let's get the rundown as to what happened. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we're here at Wayne Hay Performance. I'm here with Jonathan. He's the mechanic that actually fixed the problem on the CV joint. And basically, Jonathan, you were saying that there was a problem, there wasn't a clamp.
Yeah, there were no side lip inside the wheel hub. There must be a soft clamp that's sitting there to hold the side shaft not to come out. In front, into the wheel, where it goes into. After the bearings inside the wheel, there must be a soft clamp also.
Yes.
That holding them together not to come out.
Okay, and that's what was missing.
Yeah,
right?
that was missing. So when it come a little bit up, nothing holding, then it just pop out.
Okay.
Then once it pop out, it then start turning into the wheel.
Yeah, and then there's vibration.
Then it's vibration, then it start eating all the appliances on the side shaft.
But you were able to fix those.
Yeah, then we fix them, we fix the C-boot, we put the new
Grease?
CV boot.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we put the new CV boot on the boot because
Okay.
they're holding by two CV boot, back and front.
Okay.
And new grease.
Oh, and new grease as well.
Okay.
No, thank you so much, Jonathan.
Thank you.
All right. This is how professional they are here at Wayne Hay Performance, guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, what's up, guys? We're back. It's been the next day now since we went to Wayne Hay. The CV joint is driving all well and everything. So I just made a quick stop here by Noise Boys in Boxburg. Basically, they have helped me out with a little something to add a little bit of spice to my driving experience. They gave me a 76mm pipe on my Subaru, and they were just finishing up the install now. So look out for much more ferocious cold starts. Now I'm on my way to Cosmic Comics. I'm hoping my daughter's not gonna see this video before her birthday, but her birthday is on Monday, and I'm on my way to get her a little bit of a surprise, something that she's been wanting for a while now. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, okay, we're back. I managed to get to Cosmic Comics and get Tando's birthday present. Unfortunately, there was a bit of a mishap with my SD card. I had to empty it, so I couldn't film the process. I couldn't film around Cosmic Comics, and it actually was a pretty awesome time, especially considering the other side of my channel. There was a lot of stuff that happened there that was quite relevant, but unfortunately I couldn't get that on footage, but maybe next time. So everything's cool. Everything's cool with the CV joint. Wayne Hay and the boys managed to sort that out quite perfectly. And I think this is where I am now going to end the video. I know it's been all over the place. It's been a bit of a wonky episode. It's been a while. You know, I haven't done this for some time now. I'm a bit rusty, so please bear with me. But I do plan to be back with quite a lot of content, and I am planning on being consistent. I am not gonna promise that I'll be consistent, but that is the aim. And I do have some pretty interesting upcoming videos as well. As I did touch base with you guys, let me stop talking about future plans before I start spoiling things. Otherwise, I do appreciate it if you've stuck until this far in the video. And as usual, I'm gonna say thanks for hanging out, and take care of each other, stay awesome, and stay chasing your dreams to infinity and beyond.
What it means, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never